Hi, welcome to our Crossroads series on relationship patterns. I'm Ashley Kay, a relational depth psychotherapist at Hecate Healers. In mythology, Hecate is the guardian of the crossroads, the place where something old is ending and something new can begin, which is a liminal space. In many ways, couples therapy happens in this same kind of space. At Hecate Healers, our work focuses on helping couples recognize the relational patterns that keep them stuck. This series explores some of the most common patterns and how they began to change once they are seen clearly. Welcome. Okay, today I'm going to talk about attachment patterns in relationships. So I see this all the time. One partner pushes for connection, the other shuts down. That is an attachment pattern. So one of the most common patterns I see is the anxious avoidance cycle, which I just named. Often these kind of patterns start in childhood. So if someone developed an avoidant attachment style, which could have been from their parents, attachment style, or they weren't getting enough emotional support, which was very common in prior type parenting, even still to this day. But that is a lot of times where avoidant attachment begins. So they had to manage how they dealt with their emotions on their own. So they may appear in conflict, independent, or shut down. But what's often happening is they're also abandoning their own need for connection. Now, on the other side, there's the anxious attachment. So this also is born usually within childhood. Sometimes parents are avoidant, and then the children then either can become avoidant or they do an anxious attachment. So this attachment type usually moves toward the partner. So they're pushing for reassurance, closeness, or resolution, feeling really anxious until they get some resolve. But the problem with this is also that they're so focused on the relationship that they also begin to abandon their own needs. So both partners are actually trying to protect the relationship, but the pattern then still creates distance and frustration. So another aspect to this is when couples are in the middle of conflict, they're usually dysregulated, or in Gottman terms, we say flooded. And so when we are flooded, we cannot use our thinking or cognitive brain very well. So that's why taking time to regulate first is so important. And if you want another video on that, let me know. I'm going to start doing a little bit more videos. So the shift begins when partners start to get more in tune with their own needs and emotions. And then when we communicate those needs, when we're regulated, over time, this creates what we call an earned secure attachment. And that is often where our deeper relational healing begins. So if you feel your partnership, or if your partner isn't ready for couples work, could use some guidance on your patterns, reach out for a connection call in the bio.